Hi, this is Al from Albopepper.com. I'm getting ready to repot this pepper that was from an experiment. What I'm going to do is put it in a sub-irrigated container. This particular design is the Albo-Spindle, and you may recognize the containers that this is made from. These are CD or DVD disc containers, 100 count, 50 count spindles, cake boxes, some call them. And what I've done is combined a couple of these and perforated them for aeration and for drainage, cut them a little bit, and secured them in such a way that I have the 100 count container, which holds all the mix, and it ends up connecting to a smaller container, which is your reservoir that holds water. So what you can do then is set this right on here, lock it into place, and that holds the water. The top holds all your potting mix. See how there's that hole down through the center? Well, that's what these wicking laces are for. Shoelaces, if you want to use some kind of a polyester or cotton cord, whatever. But you can put these down in through the center of this hole, and you have them partially, down inside in that water reservoir. That way they can wick up, soak up that water. And then in the top part, you have these laces just kind of like pulled through the mix, and they carry that water all through the mix and supply it to the roots of whatever you have growing in there. It's a pretty cool thing. I've been growing my Venus flytraps in this one right here actually for a couple years, and they do great. So I'm going to put this pepper into this, and let's see actually how I end up setting it up. Okay, here we go. We're all potted up. The pepper has a nice little upgrade. Down here you can see the wicking laces that I was telling you about. So they kind of sit in the bottom of the reservoir, and capillary action just draws the water right up. I didn't pull the laces all the way up through the container. They're kind of sitting towards the bottom, but that in itself I know is going to be enough to pull that water, and then the potting mix will just do the rest of the wicking on its own. So my only concern with something like this is making sure that it's not too moist. I want to make sure there's good pore spaces and I can have good aeration for the roots, that way they're not waterlogged. I'm hoping that I've been able to achieve that between the container design itself, but also the mix that I put in there. I added some extra perlite to try to help with aeration and pore spaces. So as this starts to kick in and I see some new growth, I'll see how the plant's responding. But I have used this container design in general with great success in the past. These Albo-Spindles are pretty cool and a great way to recycle old cake boxes, DVD, Blu-ray, CD discs. I mean, I had so many of these just lying around, and now they're actually a great little boost to my urban gardening setup. So, what do you think? I would say that this container setup is a good success. This pepper's pretty happy, showing once again how great sub-irrigation can be when applied correctly. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it's given you some cool ideas. If it has, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to share this video with others. Subscribe if you haven't already, and happy gardening.